Green. Maybe he's at the park with his wooden giraffe.
Yeah. You were so scared. Got yourself a little wet spot there, didn't you?
When we're near Peachtree Court. So I know Rod still has shaving cream.
Wait a minute. I heard someone say, Mama! Mama!
Your ringlets.
That's what I heard. I heard you say, Mama! Mama!
That's teasing. This is not funny.
Jeff Glazer.
That is not, this is not funny.
Where's Jeff Glazer?
I don't know.
Was he in your high school?
No.
No. He was in elementary school?
Yeah.
At Doherty?
Yeah. Yeah, we drive by it once in a while.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I shock.
You sure bad. You cried for your mama. Oh, mama. Why does he scare me so? Oh, mama.
That was...
Oh, fuck.
repeat. You almost had to use the bottle.
Almost had to use the bot.
3 times. Which makes you have to go.
Take the guilt out of your listening pleasures by indulging in what
make
you
you
love
have to
with
go
premium.
It
Download and
does.
listen to ad-free
When
music
you
wherever
play
get
that,
music.
makes me
So
have to
it's
go.
even easier to tune in to what you really want to
And it
hear.
makes you have to go
1 month
too.
of Spotify Premium free.
Yep.
Tap the banner to learn more.
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Coochie got me like the first time I heard Alan Jackson Chattahoochee. I was never the same again. I'm a lifelong fan. Yes, I am. Baby, I love you like I love country music.
13.
For sure. It would be worse if I would.
Gross.
That is so gross. Now it's PG-13 for sure.
You're a sister.
debated whether or not I should answer this.
Hey man, there's a bunch of equipment I need you to help move.
Just like the old mattress days.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know those, but from the stories I've heard. But now Manuel and Dylan are going to meet up at the office tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning and do all that.
Gotcha. They got enough room in the truck?
I mean, it's a treadmill and a bike. I imagine that I told Manuel to stop at the yard tonight and, or today and get whatever stuff he has out of there.
Gotcha.
But a treadmill and a bike, he should be able to fit in there.
I would think so. The treadmill's pretty big, though.
Is it?
Yeah. Thing's been in there for back when the mattress store was 6-7 years. So,
Oh, really?
I don't know why all of a sudden it's important to get it out of there for the next day.
I have no idea.
And then they gotta take it to where?
They got to take that stuff to Taylor, and then they have to go back out to 26 Mile and pick up a printer.
They always come up with shit like this.
It's like, well, I mean, I don't understand. Like, it's not like you don't have. I mean, I guess utilize who you have, but I mean, like, why not just order like a moving company to move the shit for you?
Yeah, it's not like four or five of them up there at the office don't have trucks.
Yeah, true.
Toss it in the back.
So, whatever. I mean, there wasn't going to be a ton to do tomorrow, so.
Watch, because you said that we're going to get swamped.
Well, I mean, that's fine. I mean, if we get a routine list, you can start working on that. Andrew can, do his walks and before pictures in the morning.
Yeah.
I can help him. What's that?
I said, yeah, well, there won't be a routine list in the morning. They never come in the morning. They always come around 10, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, so we'll be fine. I think there's a remark in Redford if you want to hit that thing in the morning. I got Plymouth.
Yep, I know the one. I can do that.
It's not like I can really say no, so.
Oh, I could.
What's that?
I could.
Well, no, I'm saying it's not like I could say no.
You say no to what?
So, if they want to use scouters, it's not like I can. If I say, no, you can't use scouters to do this, what are they going to say? They're just like, screw you, we're using scouters to do it. So it's not like I really have a choice.
That's true.
So.
But if you ever do say no, I want to be there.
Yeah.
I want to hear that conversation. That's going to be an easy day for them. Although, it never turns out that way.
No.
It'll be like, okay, take this treadmill to Taylor, but now you got to take it up 4 flights of steps. And this
Well, according to Kyle, there will be help to move this stuff at each location, so
There
we'll
won't
see.
be. There'll be some lady there telling them where to do it, and then be careful not to hit her walls or something.
Yeah.
That'll be the help.
So, I don't know if like that new foster care had been moved to like Taylor, because that's what they made it sound like, or maybe the new foster cares were. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, whatever. I mean, they both chimed in right away saying that they'd help. So
Yeah.
they made it an easy decision.
Yeah, I know I didn't. They think it's going to be an easy. It never turns out that way. It's going to end up being, okay, take this there, and then you get there and they're going to say, oh yeah, we need all this stuff to go to this address. It's just,
Oh God.
I could see something like that happening. It always works out like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
There'll be a lot of driving in between though, so it won't be too bad.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Get some straps to strap that one thing down. I don't know. I'll probably be able to fit it in. That treadmill is pretty big.
Oh, look at that. Nick just said I'll be at the office tomorrow as well. My truck bed is pretty much empty. You guys can use my truck if needed as well.
Okay, yeah, that should work.
Yeah.
I think I'm the one that put that treadmill together, I think, when they bought it. Wonder if they got pissed off people using it during working hours or something.
There's not a water leak here that I know of, and all the work looks like it's been completed, including soft surface. No. This guy he just says so many jokes. Like, why does he feel the need to joke and pick at me?
What?
I said, why does Nick feel the need to always, like, jab at me with jokes?
It's just his personality. His jokes that aren't funny.
Did you see what he just wrote?
No.
Well, he said they could use his truck, and then he said if you need to use my truck, you have to promise to bring it to Brian's house and do roadies in his front yard, though. I guess roadies are donuts?
Yeah, I think so. I guess that's where's he from anywhere? Where did he grow up?
I want to say maybe out Lapeer area. If I had to guess. I mean, I know he lives out that way in Columbiaville or whatever the fuck it is that he lives.
Yeah, I know he lives ways out.
Yeah.
I don't know why those guys like to work so far away from their house.
I have no clue. I mean, he's on salary, he probably makes a ton of money, so he probably really doesn't care.
Right.
I don't know how he does it, though. I mean, he sent an email
He what?
I said he sent an email this morning at 5:45 to me and the Christine girl from Major. So if he did that from the office, I'm guessing that he probably leaves his house at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I know he told me the one day he usually wakes up at 3:30.
Yeah, that's a long day. I'm not really interested in doing that.
Nah.
He probably has to go to bed at 8 to get up at
That's what he says. He said he basically gets home, eats dinner, and goes to bed with his kids. Puts them to bed and goes to bed himself. That's just, I don't know, man.
I don't know. That's not much of a life.
No.
It's bad enough 50 hours a week. But at least I got a couple hours to relax at home before I go to bed.
Yeah. that's why he keeps doing it.
Why?
Yeah, Manny and Dylan, they like it, they laugh at his comments, so of course he's gonna be like, haha, they think it's funny.
Yeah.
Are you on your way home?
Yeah, heading that direction.
Gotcha.
I'm in, where are we at, Rick?
Bloomfield.
We're in Bloomfield. What's the last job we're punching out at today?
Lock Haven and Greer.
Ooh, that's my favorite. That one's right
AJ said you're not allowed. AJ said you're not allowed to punch out there anymore.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if he's tracking it. Hey, he's punched out of here 3 times this month. I switch it up though. Sometimes I do it in the morning. No, I wouldn't be.
No, then he doesn't know. He doesn't know then. That's too savvy for him.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's got a little chart he writes down each day where we punch out at.
Probably, but I mean, I'd figure you would have heard something by now.
Yeah. AJ is the kind of kid I would have beat up in school.
Yeah, I could see that.
There was one kid that was just very similar to him, named Patrick Hunt. This kid was so freaking annoying. We had, I think I was in 5th grade, and it was before school. Before classes started, the teacher wasn't in the classroom. And I don't know what he said, but it freaking just put me over the edge. I grabbed him by the collar and I threw him down, and they had these desks all lined up together on the back wall, and they had like old bones on them. I threw him down on the top of the desk and dragged him across it. All the bones went flying everywhere, and I threw him onto the ground.
Jeez.
And the teacher came in.
Yeah, why so violent?
I had to sit in the corner of the room for like 2 weeks. There was just something about him that he was always like just, I don't know if he was would tell on everybody if they did something that they weren't supposed to be doing, or there's something that just, I couldn't take it. I think he was like the only kid in school that, no, there was one other later. But in elementary school, that was the only kid I ever got in a fight with.
Gotcha.
I think I got in a fight one time in each grade, or each school. Once in elementary school, once in middle school, and once in high school. No, I take that back. I got once in elementary school, twice in middle school. I didn't get in any fights in high school.
Yeah. Yeah, I got like 1 or 2 in like middle school and high school, and that was pretty much it.
8th grade, I got in a fight with Kevin Watson. That kid kicked my ass.
Well, he probably deserved it.
No, I didn't.
No.
He was a bully of the school. He was like, in 8th grade, he's like 6'2" or something like that. Kid was
Oh, okay.
huge. He used to pick on everybody all the time. He didn't pick on me that much, but one day in gym class, we're done with gym, we're going in the locker room, and he punched me square in the back while we're standing in line to get into the locker room. And I turned around and I punched him as hard as I could in the stomach.
Yeah.
And then he said, after school. And I said, fine, I'll be there. Freaking, I was sweating the last 3 hours of school. And we went back out there, and dude, he just kicked my ass left and right.
It's crazy.
But he never bothered me again after that. Did you play football in school?
I played for a couple years. I played when I was in 6th grade for the city, and then I played 7th and 8th grade. And then I went and tried out for 9th grade, but I went to one practice, and I was like, fuck it, I don't want to play football.
It's basically
Too much work.
Same thing that happened to me. I did freshman year on the JV team, and then started 2 practices the next summer, and I said, fuck this. It's like your whole, go to school all day and then set practice for another 2-3 hours after school. I got tired of that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just played baseball for freshman, sophomore year, basketball, freshman, sophomore year. And then I turned into a stoner and just didn't feel like playing sports anymore.
I played
Which I
baseball.
regret to this day, but
I played baseball through high school. I played hardball for 1 year after high school. And I took a ground ball to the side of the nose at the first practice. Busted my nose.
oof.
Every time I tried to play after that practice, it was like my nose would start bleeding, so I freaking had to sit out, and then I came back and I was on the bench for when I came back, so I just got tired of sitting on the bench and quit.
Yeah.
And then started playing softball with my dad's team.
Yeah, I miss not playing softball this year.
I haven't played in so many years. I stopped playing softball probably when I was late 30s, probably.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about this job. It kind of takes away the option of even trying to do something during the week. I would play kickball on Tuesdays, softball on Wednesdays, but now it's I have no motivation to try and do that on top of work.
Yep. I really enjoyed hockey. I miss not playing hockey. But that was the same thing. It was freaking... Go on, buddy. It was just freaking... Hockey games are 11:30 at night. Freaking didn't get home till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Freaking exhausted the next day. It was perfect working at the mattress store, because I didn't get up till 10.
Yeah, for sure.
Didn't have to work till from 10 to 8, and I got off work and then just go to hockey. But once I started this, couldn't do it.
A little bit, too much.
Uh-oh, ambulance. Ambulance. I don't know which way to go here. I'm gonna stop. Oh boy, ambulance is stuck in the traffic.
So you picked the wrong job to go to.
Nope. This is still gonna be. It's the closest one to my house that's active. Well, semi-active from this year. It's like right on the way. I can basically take a picture out the window as I'm driving by. After I go there's usually not much traffic, so it's like 5-10 minutes to get to my house.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's my favorite one. Uh-oh. Punching out?
Yes, sir. You don't want to know where I punch out at.
Where? Your driveway?
I wish. I'm not that ballsy. No, I'm getting off the expressway at 696 at Grossbeck right now.
So how much longer to get to your house?
Yeah, like 10-15 minutes.
It's about the same.
Yeah.
Do you actually punch?
Technically, I'm still working though. I'm talking to you.
Oh, that's true. Me too. Can't
That's
help
why
it.
if you ever say anything, I'd be like, I was sorry. I was talking to, Edgar, one of the contractors. Like, I'm not gonna talk to them off the clock. Plus, there's been so many times where I've gone home and then gotten calls and had to go on my tablet and write up a report or an incident report or an accident report, and I don't ever punch in for that stuff. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel guilty about going home and doing my expense report.
Save 4 minutes via Commerce
Do you at
Road.
least put that in the notes when you punch out?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I mean, probably a little unnecessary, but whatever. They don't say anything.
I wouldn't do it
I
if
can
I can't.
I can show you how to do like the fillable form, because I've done it in the truck a few times. I've done it at home too. Just like screw it, like I just punch out and just do it real quick.
Yeah, I'll have to get you to show me, because I've tried a couple times and it wouldn't let me. I've mentioned it before for you to show me, and I keep forgetting though once I see you.
Yeah.
So what's the plans for this evening?
I don't know. Go home and fight with my girlfriend.
Yeah. What are you gonna do after those 2 minutes?
Make up with her. And then after that minute and a half, I'll probably eat dinner.
Yeah. What's for dinner?
I have no clue.
Does she make
It's
dinner?
funny because like a lot of times she'll make dinner, but like last Thursday she had made spaghetti, and she always gives me crap because she's like, I make all this food and then you never eat the leftovers. So Friday I got home from work and she wasn't home. She left me a note saying that she went to Myers. I'm like, all right. So then she calls me when she's at Myers. She's like, what do you want for dinner? I'm like, I don't know. Don't we have leftover spaghetti to eat or whatever? She's like, I had that for lunch. I go, okay, well, you can't be mad that I don't eat leftovers, because then you eat the leftovers for lunch and you don't want to have it for dinner, so then I can't have it for dinner.
That's true.
So I'm like, I really don't. She's like, well, it'd be nice if you would just make a decision on dinner one time. I'm like, all right, well, get tacos. I'm like, get ground beef, and I'll make tacos. Well, what do you want with it? Lettuce, tomato? I'm like, whatever you want with it. Like, yeah, lettuce, cheese. That's all I really need. But that's what I told her. I'm like, because then she came home and she had like 2 pounds of ground beef. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna make it all. She's like, well, don't make it all. It might be too much. I'm like, well, we'll have leftovers. She's like, and you never eat leftovers. I go, well, I was gonna eat leftovers tonight, but you had it for lunch. And I could tell she was all pissed off.
That's like an.
I'm like, fine.
That's like an Abbott and Costello.
I know. That's the thing. It's like I have no problem eating the leftovers, but she works from home, so most of the time she eats the leftovers for lunch when she's at home, and then she cooks something else. So it's like I don't ever have time. It's like I'm not going to take spaghetti with me to work.
Right.
I mean, I could eat it cold. It would probably be good, but
I can't eat cold spaghetti. I don't even like cold pizza that much.
no.
No.
I know. I didn't even get pizza this weekend. So disappointing.
Dude, I get usually once a week. Usually Thursday or Friday nights or Saturdays we get
But yeah,
pizza.
yeah. Typically, like after bowling, because usually she'll like meet me up at like I'll have my parents give me a ride up there, and then she'll just come up at some point and we'll drive home and we'll order pizza on the way. Well, she went out with her sister, and then she ended up not coming up to bowling, so my parents dropped me off. She's like, I was like, oh, I didn't get, pizza or anything. She's like, well, order some. I'm like, maybe. And I went downstairs and started watching, like, the Michigan game, some of the UFC fights. She's like, did you order pizza? I'm like, no. I didn't want to. I was going to just drive up, but I was already pretty buzzed up after bowling so terrible. We had bourbon shots and bowling, so.
No wonder you bowled a 125.
Well, I bowled a 126 before I had the bourbon. then I had a shot of bourbon, and then I had bowled a 125. I just couldn't get into a groove at all. I mean, I haven't bowled since April, the last week of our season earlier this year, so.
Oh, that was your first night?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're sandbagging for your average.
Well, dude, that's the only good thing is because I ended last year, my average was 181. So at least if I bowl like this, it'll kind of bring my average back down a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I'm not a 181 bowler. Like I'll go on streaks where I bowl really well, but I'm not a consistent 180 bowler, so I need to bring that down.
I think the highest my average ever was like 170 something, 176 or something like that.
Yeah. Well, one of the guys that we bowled against, he bowled a 105, so I didn't feel too bad.
Did you guys win?
We won the third game, but they won the first two and took total, so we only got 2 points. They got 5. First game we lost by 7 pins. The second one we lost by like 40.
Who's on your team?
My dad, my mom, and then one of their friends. Her husband used to bowl on the team, but he had a bad Achilles, and he had a whole bunch of health issues. He couldn't bowl anymore.
Gotcha. I kind of miss that too. I kind of liked bowling.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's fun.
I haven't done it in forever.
Saturday nights, it's every other Saturday, so it's not every week.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
It's nice.
That's when I bowled too, was Saturday nights.
I wouldn't mind being in a league like with like friends. Like I like bowling with my parents, and there's people in that league that like I grew up and played baseball with.
Yeah.
But I tried asking, seeing if her brother and like his wife wanted to get in the league, but he already bowls on Thursday nights, and he didn't seem too interested.
Gotcha. Does your the girlfriend bowl at all?
She used to. She's got a bad. She fractured her hip like 4 or 5 years ago. So.
How'd she do that?
She really fell off a ladder. At least that's the story I heard. It was before I knew her. So, like, because of her hip, she can't really bowl right-handed anymore because, like, it's her hip where, like, it's like the plant foot when you follow through.
Yeah.
So we went. She was like, "I'll just bowl left-handed." I'm like, "It's not gonna be that easy." She's like, "Yeah, it'll be fine." I'm like, "Okay." So we went and like just practice bowled last year one time, and the first ball she threw left-handed, she threw a strike. and of course, I was videotaping it, so like from a point, and then she threw a strike, and like in the video, I dropped the camera. I'm like, "Oh God!" But she ended up bowling like an 87, so I was still right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's.
But my mom's friend's not going to be there in 2 weeks, so I'm going to see if she wants to like just like pace or.
Her score wouldn't count then?
No, it's basically if you pace, like it'll still keep the one lady score, but it's just kind of like to keep pace with like if they have 4 people bowling, we have 4 people bowling, so we're not like just going through real quick. But I don't know, the people we bowled Saturday, they only had 2 people there, and we had all 4. But the one lady was my parents' friend's sister and her husband, so it wasn't too bad. We just drank and
sat around and talked.
Had a good old time.
Yeah, I thought about that, trying to get a bunch of old guys from hockey out doing something like that, bowling. It'd be a fun way to get back together.
Yeah.
I miss hanging out with everybody.
For sure. So.
You home?
But all right, man. I'm pulling up to the house right now, so.
All right.
I'm gonna head on in.
All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, sounds good, man.
Have a good night.
All right, you too. Later.
Bye. Come on.
Yeah, we better call her back because she already called.
Mike?
Hello. Hello.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Do you want me to get the spaghetti started? The only thing I don't like is the onions, but you don't use many of those, do you? I
Yeah.
already got all the pans out for you.
Oh, thanks. No, I'll do it all.
Are you sure?
Yep, I'm fine.
Well, I don't want cheesy potatoes to go to waste, but
Yep, you can eat your cheesy potatoes.
yeah. Okay.
I just have a hankering for spaghetti.
Yeah, I might have a hankering for spaghetti tomorrow.
Yep, you'll have leftovers. I
Yeah.
can have leftovers tomorrow too. Rick's gonna
You're
have
right.
Rick's gonna have leftover ribs.
Oh, God. Ribs and spaghetti.
Yeah, we got the both.
Yep, we got one more job that we got to do, which is on Lock Haven and Greer.
Right,
Oh,
but it's right on the way, so I'll just take a picture out the window and keep going.
okay. You don't want me to start the spaghetti?
No, I got it.
Do you want me to? Oh, okay. All right.
All right,
I love you.
love you.
Bye.
Bye. Got it ready?
Yep.
You're good. You are so good.
Rolling out of nowhere with the brakes off. All the crazy and the whiskey. Waking up and wondering what hit me. Oh, forgive me. I really don't know what I'm
It's in the construction.
'cause I'm still learning
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto Lock Haven Road.
still learning to be.
Well, they got it to.
At the next stop sign, turn right.
All right, better.
Punch us out. What?
With premium, get right to what you love and skip the rest. That means only playing what you want to hear with unlimited skips and listening to music ad-free on any device.
Alright.
Upgrade to premium and listen your way.
Okay, punch us out.
Yep, let's go ahead. First job was off Willow and Lock Haven.
Turn right onto Lock Haven Road. Then the destination is
Turn
on
blinker
your left.
on.
I'm supposed to fix the things, but when the sun beats down on me, it's hard to make it make sense. Half of me wants to
Last job. 1910 Lock Haven.
The destination is on your left. 1910 Lock Haven Road. Arrive.
Line locating.
Guard for gas.
Yep, yard for gas. Got it. Toll jobs.
17.
Got it. Just checking to see if there was construction.
Yeah, good job.
just gonna check. Just gonna check real quick. So that they're not ripping us off.